right, let's get right into it here. Market is pretty much flat, as you can see on the S&P, Nasdaq, and semiconductor. These guys are only green today. Looks like everything else is red. Tesla made a move here, 12% positive. Nvidia is down about 3.3%. Bitcoin down. MSTR down. Right is flat, and a lot of these crypto mining stocks are down today. Gold, silver miners slightly down. VIX is pretty much flat. Let's stick with this and on the ETF. Spider! 65-minute chart here. So this is where we closed yesterday. As you can see, we actually saw a up gap here. So this is where we closed. We gapped up to here. And we talked about this on the last night's video, that if bull's gonna gap it up today, they need to gap it above around 509 or so, right? Because as you can see, we got all these moving averages coming down. So gapping up just a little bit is not gonna cut it, because as you can see, we see that move on the first hour. So bulls gapped up, they made a run for it. And obviously, we did see that micro-term and short-term moving averages in that vicinity. And these moving averages are supporting the sellers, right? They are deployed by the boss bears. And they're shooting down the bulls here. So you can see there's a shooting star candle right there. As you can see, that long upper wick, smart body. We see the follow-through on the second hour and fills that up gap. And we continue lower on the third hour, right? We find support on the fourth, and you'll know why this is the support level. Make a run, yet again runs into where? The same moving averages that acted as a resistance on that first hour gap up, right? You see that? You see those upper wicks here? Definitely the market is aware of the moving averages. So what happened was pretty much market sort of stayed afloat. At least market didn't see a tankage, and that's could be encouraging price action for the buyers for now, because after a gap up fade, you would expect for the sellers to push down to at least to retest the gap area at 501, 502. But we actually found support on this horizontal pivot at 503.
Perfect.
As of today, not able to break above the key moving average here. Let's check out that oscillator. And we talked about this on the last night's analysis as well. We're dealing with the overbought sentiment here, right? And we do see that oscillator crosses down, similar to here. The market is still telling us we're still in the overall bearish condition, right? So this is very important area and juncture for both bulls and the bears. Why? Because bulls are still hanging around here. And I think bulls might have at least one more chance. Because is this a little consolidation we're witnessing after this kind of bullish uprun? Is there like a little bull flag here before the gap up or push through? Is that a possibility? Because this juncture is going to make or break this trend. And obviously, even if the buyers can get above the moving averages closer, above a 509, there's still falling resistances that bulls need to work on. And the gap here, which I talked about the fact that it's gonna be like swimming upwards in a downstream. Moving averages close to level 1, level 2, the falling resistances. Level 3 is the boss bear level. That's the boss bears commencing at the gap area of 515 and 518. So if we see a gap up tomorrow morning, which is going to be the best case scenario, or push through those moving averages, you'll find this oscillator kind of crossing back up, and that might be the best bet for the bulls. Keep that oscillator, levitate it or elevate it, and that have the oscillator stay at the top of his band and keep that price continue to march and to defeat these levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. Again, it's going to be a difficult road, but that's going to be a possible scenario if we do see a gap up and reclaiming the moving averages throughout the day tomorrow. However, if we start failing here and bulls need to dodge a down gap, if we start failing, getting rejected here, very quickly you'll see bears coming down. Bears know when bulls are weak, especially during this downtrend. Bears will quickly sniff that out and quickly bring the price down, and this gap will be filled. And remember, this is the only weapon bulls have right now, this up gap. Remember, when this down gap was never filled, remember, bulls got up and trying to attack this down gap. When this down gap was protected, what happened? Boom. 1 week of downturn. So bulls really do need to protect this up gap for that to happen, to go up and battle with the boss bears once again. However, getting rejected here, getting that gap getting filled, you'll quickly realize bears are still around. They're just biding their time to push down once again. I'm coming back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy evening block trading tomorrow.